Hello, testing. Hi everyone, welcome to Rhymes with Play stream. My name is May.
I'm Anne-Marie.
Welcome Anne-Marie to your first live stream. So, it's so good to be back everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is an art stream and yeah, we are excited to be here. Anne-Marie.
Yes, May.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm a little bit nervous.
Okay, so everyone be nice to Anne-Marie. You might have seen her and chatted with her on the stream before. She is also Lemon Cookie.
Yes, I am.
And it's been awesome to work with you the past, how many months has it been?
Well, here we've worked for 4 months.
Yes.
But I've known you for longer.
That's true. That's true. We can get into all of that good stuff as we talk and draw Don't Starve Together things. So,
Don't Starve Together.
if you have any art-related questions for us, whether they don't starve or not, just general art questions, make sure you ask us on the chat and we'll try to answer them. And we are also not talking lore things at all.
No lore.
So, yes, otherwise Jan will get on your case about that. So, let's go!
We can change it to the Cintiq.
Oh yeah, let's change this.
Right.
This one. Cool. It's a carrot. All right, guys. So
we're starting with vegetables today. It's very important.
One of the differences between our roles here, even though we're both artists at Klei, is that I primarily am a game artist, and you are
the cinematic artist for the trailers and cinematics.
That's right. So all the recent character update and trailers that have come out, you've been working on that?
Yes, since March.
With who else?
With Matt.
Yeah.
And Steph and Son.
Yeah.
And our Jeff, wonderful Jeff, and our wonderful picture artist, Elaine and Andrea.
Yeah, and so we used to before we have this kind of cinematics team, we as artists would do the game art and also do the cinematics as well. And you might have noticed the quality of the cinematics has gone up because we have a full-on team working on it.
It's really hard to do 2 jobs.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
You want to read out this question and who's from?
P Stone 1993. Do you draw in vector or raster?
So all our in-game art is vector. So we use a program called Adobe Animate.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's all vector, and the cool thing with that is that you can zoom right in like this, and it loses no
doesn't
quality.
Pixelize.
That's right. If it was rasterized like in Photoshop or something, you would notice some fragmented parts like that. But we would probably use rasterized art for marketing things like banners and promo drawings and stuff like that. So
we use Animate for the animation and the cinematics, and then we use Photoshop for the background, so there is a rasterized stuff in there as well.
Yes, that's true. Like all of the backgrounds in the War Talks trailer were all done in like real watercolor, which is
completely insane.
I think Elaine had a really awesome experience kind of doing that stuff, because it's always nice to add real elements into animation. Cool. So, like I mentioned before, like I work on in-game stuff, and Anne-Marie works on the cinematic stuff. So I'm just we are going to split up our time showing you a bit about how our workflow is different.
We should lower the music, apparently.
All right, let's do that.
I don't know where the music went, so that's very nice.
It is.
It's right there.
Boop. And we better drop it to 30.
30 is fine.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you guys this carrot and also what happened to this carrot.
Tell me, May, what happens to the carrot?
This carrot you might have looked familiar from Vanilla Don't Starve, and yeah. So we got nothing to hide here. I'm going to show you like if you have any questions about the process, just ask them. So this is the carrot, and you see that in game. But then since the return of them, the carrot can also be the carrot. And
oh, that's adorable.
so this is it. I've heard mixed things, but
I mean, it's cute.
okay. I'll show you what the initial design was. So the initial design for it was this thing.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, it started with concept art, and the concept art, it was actually called a carrot. Like a rotten carrot.
Oh, well, I was going to say, they look rotten.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a play on lots of different things. And then we realized that maybe we didn't want to make them too disturbed. So I'll show you the...
Everything is not...
There we go. So this is the
See,
design.
it's actually, it is cuter. It is cuter.
So I kind of changed it. I don't have as many... rotten parts on the body, and the eyes aren't as dark as they are in this.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It sleeps better. It doesn't have as much under eyes.
And I don't think it ever does this kind of really aggressive expression here. But you just move on. Sometimes there's so many designs that you do, and it's not used, but it kind of inspires the next thing.
So, at what point in the process did you decide to change the design?
I think what happened was thinking more about the personality I wanted to invoke with this character, and I just didn't feel like I wanted something too grotesque. So
fair enough.
Yeah. Right. Maybe in the future there can be like a version of the rotten carrot. So maybe because what happens is you don't like
if you don't eat it.
Well, there's a whole bunch of carrots in the ground like this,
yes,
and then you can pick them up and you still get food source from
yeah,
it. But every now and then this will pop up, and I'll show you this cool animation that goes along with that. So, but maybe like because you don't know if you're picking up a carrot or
oh, you kidding? You could pick up this?
It's random.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So let's get into it. So that's the carrot, and then sometimes this happens.
Is there a way to know? Like, is the beginning like when the leaves are shaking?
Yeah.
Like...
So the regular carrots won't have a ruffle, but then every now and then it'll ruffle, and then you'll know what it is.
That's amazing.
So I'm just gonna play through this whole thing because you haven't.
No, I haven't gone into that at all, and I don't know a lot about the in-game animation at all.
Yeah. All right. Let's just play it all out.
That's amazing.
So in this one file,
you have everything.
It has all the what we call states.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of text that you see here, and that's kind of used in coding to know what state we want. Any questions?
Well, there is a couple, but it's all about cinematics. So I thought, would it be better to wait until I'm showing stuff?
Yeah.
Although a fragmental part is it aliasing?
As in
mine patch.
Yes.
Mine patch ash.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So also one of the differences between working in game and cinematics is a lot of the animation that we work on. They're not really. I guess we're not really telling a whole story, and there's not much emotional acting involved. It's more actiony. That being said, we do try to put a lot of emotion in the type of action that we're doing.
Yeah.
So, so carrot comes out. We call this one emerge fast.
It must be hard to work with so many tweens.
Yeah, these file. This is a pretty light file too. I think you've heard us talk about the player files on the stream. They're very heavy.
So the twins are like the purple things that are like linking all these frames, and it kind of the computer calculate what the motion should be between the two of them.
Yeah.
In cinematics, we don't have nearly as many twins.
Right. Also, because in game we're running a frame rate of 30 frames per second.
True.
So, which means that with the help of these tweens here, is that there's going to be a different drawing on every single frame, and that stops staggering from happening in the game. If these were broken up into 2s, 3s, or 4s, like you guys might use in cinematics, then you might see some staggering. But it's I don't think it's as important in cinematics as it is in game.
No, when in cinematics we work at a different frame rate anyway.
Yeah. And if we're going way too fast, feel free to tell us to slow down and explain a bit more what we're talking about. I can just do a quick example of the differences between something on ones with tweens and something that's broken up. Sure. Alright.
Maybe close the carrot one because we don't want to have too many files open at once.
Good call. Oh yeah, I'll just show you another thing. So this is the original carrot file, and there is no animation in it. It's all like a drawing, and then when I needed to use this carrot art when I started building this file, so now everything has been grouped and is properly symbolized so that
you have to like go back and change all the things.
To like deconstruct it and then reconstruct it again. So something, for example, like so I'm just gonna make this a symbol and then move that here, so it goes like that. And what is when you're working on someone else's station, it's a bit challenging. So with the magic of animate, as you can see, this black dot goes from one end to the other. I'll just is it this one? This one.
It's a classic one.
Yeah, so that just moves like that. And then above that, let's move this one up here and this one up here. So you can see the bottom one is moving on a tween, and then this one would probably add a classic tween as well, but let's add keyframes and then remove every second frame, and then also remove the tween.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And I'll just play them side by side.
Yeah.
And then so the bottom one is moving on ones and it's on a tween, which is what you see in
the game stuff.
Yeah.
And in the cinematics, we do it the way that he did it on top. But although I don't know, is your scene at 30 frames?
This scene is at 24.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So if we had broken everything in game onto 2s like this one here, I think you'd see a lot of stuttering because the camera's always moving, and yeah, it'd just be very hard on your eyes. So we do keep things on ones and on tweens. So that's that. I can close that down. Oh, and
what else is there to show?
Oh, so much. I could talk about animation all day. I love it. All right. Let me just new layer. So something you'd probably do on cinematics is instead of using that tween function I did, you would probably like hand draw the in-betweens, right?
Yeah, I could do that.
So this one? This one.
Oh boy, you found it. I would do it like a stretch. You could do it like on ones and then you...
So you'd actually draw it here and then put another blank thing and then draw it there and then So
yeah, I would draw. I like the way we do it on cinematic, which I'll get into later, is we do more like drawings.
Yeah.
And you work with all symbols because it has to like...
Yeah, things are with the benefit of symbol stuff is that we like sometimes things will get a build for it. Like, so for example, the player file is one animation. The player file is one character moving, but because of the symbols that we use, we're able to reskin it, and then you get a whole lot more different
exactly.
characters. Yes. Okay. Question from Minds Patch. Did you do any animation on the currently implemented idols? I did not. That's all Alex, and
Alex is very talented.
and Micah, I believe, is working on that stuff. Also, okay, this stream is great because we got in-game and we got cinematics. And then what happened was, so now, for example, with Wormwood in the cinematics, he does this really cool butterfly thing.
Yes, Matt came up with the like little butterfly effect. Like,
yeah,
little...
and then Alex
saw it.
Put the new custom idle animation for Wormwood as well.
Because Matt did it. Yeah.
It's combining.
It's really cool.
It's making the game more
alive.
Rich. Yeah, more alive.
Very much.
And it's like we are, even though we're in different departments, we're all working towards the common goal of like making this game feel rich and lively and intertwined. And it's so cool that you guys would notice on that kind of small detail that we put in, and we appreciate that. It's awesome. Okay.
Love it. Good job, May.
Yeah. So you know what? I think let's jump into some of your scenes.
Okay,
actually.
I can do that.
Shut this
So
down.
some of my stuff might have been shown before because Steph and Matt and Lane have been going through over
That's true.
some stuff.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about other things.
Yeah, I mean, even though they've shown it to you, it's nice to have the actual
Let's
animator
go
here,
over
and
it
we can
again.
talk about your thought process. And kind of the method behind it.
The first scene I've ever worked on at Klei was this one, which is on the War Docs trailer, which was in March. Oh my god.
Where did you come from, by the way? Before
May.
Klei?
I was working at a TV animation studio in town called Titmouse.
Cool. Shout outs to Titmouse.
Yeah.
If there's any Titmices watching, hello, we miss you guys.
This is where I met May, by the way. He was making coffee one day and we introduced.
Yes.
That's it.
That is just a question from Missing the Moon. If you do an animation with symbols, are there limitations? Can you still redraw frames?
How many redraws can you do?
It depends. If it's if it's a character, then if it's like a humanoid character, like a playable character, it is limiting in a way, because if we just add a new drawing in that symbol, then we have to add a new drawing in every single skin that has been designed, which is like
shoot.
50 or 100 or something like that. So
Oh my God.
that's probably a no-no. But if it's a new creature or object, we can add as many drawings as you want. Although it does make the game heavier. I think the term is expensive, like in terms of digital space. Okay.
That makes sense. There was a lot of questions
Okay.
actually.
Strand Punch.
Yes.
Are the animators in charge of the storyboards, or do you have a specific person work on only storyboards?
So the storyboards for the last few, actually, it used to be Jeff. For Wartox and Willow, and for Wormwood and I can't say.
She can't say.
Elaine has been doing the boards.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, actually.
Yeah, I think the really cool thing about working at Klei is you gotta wear a lot of hats, and I think also if you express an interest in trying something, you can approach the team like, hey, I want to try working on the storyboard. And I think that's what happened with Elaine as well. She's like, I want to work on storyboards, let me try doing one, and then she got to do one.
It was really cool. I think she's doing very well, and her shorts are really cool.
Ingrid Wu says hi to you, by the way.
Hi, whoever that is.
Ingrid Wu?
Oh, Ingrid. Hi, Ingrid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yes, there was a question about the fact if I worked on Turbofest and others too. Yeah, I did, actually. So.
Why are you brushing it off like you're so cool? Turbofest is awesome.
It was super fun. Okay.
That's also very hand-drawn-y kind of...
It was really fun.
Even though we're using animate, people might think that it's all symbol-y, but it's still traditional animation in some sense as well. Like you will show us.
So this was my first scene, and it was kind of a departure from the stuff I was doing in television, because in television we tend to be cleaner, at least on the shows that I was on. And for this one, Jeff was like, you're going to clean, you're going to clean, you're going to clean. Rougher. Don't Starve is really rough. And so it was really hard. And sadly, I didn't know about the streams at the time, so I didn't keep a lot of my roughs, which sucks. It's still too clean. But I kind of like wanted to show that one because I still do that a lot. I tend to work on different parts of the characters.
You're getting used to this computer.
This computer. I tend to work on different part of the character and put, like, for example, here I have Warthog's all on one layer. But when I got into the stagger, I had, like, a hand on one layer, and then I had, like, the other hand on another layer. And it kind of kept it a little bit easier to keep track of, and that's how I kind of kept track of everything, even though I think this is actually symbolized. I have like a couple of instances inside of like the actual shaking for the stagger. But sometimes I think in the Wormwood stuff, I've actually non-symbolized stuff, but I still do it on many layers.
Right.
And sometimes I use different colors and stuff like that.
Just kind of like little cheat codes for you.
Yes, exactly. Keep track.
You wanna show us the storyboard before, like, when you get a scene, what does it look like?
It looks like this. Oops. So that was what I got from Jeff. What's on the white stuff is actually what I see. And then after that, I kind of I have some references, which people have probably seen already, but. And then sometime you try to figure out how the character is built. So something that's a little bit hard for me is that Jeff, when he designs character, starts with a square or a rectangle, and I always starts with a circle. So my character ends up, sometimes it's hard for me to get the shape as fast.
Right.
Because I tend to round everything.
So can you just, like, you see this, right, as your reference, and then you're trying to redraw that character in a different pose, but in that style. Yeah. Cool. It's tough.
It is. Yeah. At the beginning, it was tougher, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's something you learn in school, like how to adapt.
I think it's probably. Hi, Katie. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Who's Katie?
This person.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so. I think 50% you learn in school and 50% you learn on the job.
Yeah. What school did you go to?
I went to a school in Montreal called Cégep de Montréal.
What?
Yeah, I speak French.
Whoa, cultured.
So if I mispronounce any words, it's because English is not my first language, so it's a little bit.
Neither is it mine.
Yay! It's difficult sometimes. So yeah, basically I will get that, and usually I'll start sketching like 1 or 2 drawings really quickly of like usually the head. Which I found is the most expressive part,
right? And
the part that's usually the hardest to get.
Yeah.
And so and I'll try to like break down, like for example, if I create a new layer. God, where do I create a new layer here? Where's the pen? Oh, there it is.
There's 2.
There's many pens on this. So for, let's say, Krampus, I'll be like, okay, so this is very thick. Whew.
I love watching you draw. This is cool. Also, stick around, guys, because the later bit of the stream, we're actually going to collaborate on a drawing together. Yeah.
So I'll try to like break it down to like the shape.
Yeah.
This is a Krampus, and then you'll start erasing, and then like figuring out. Okay, so this is the nose.
Why are you so good at drawing?
I've been working for a while.
Experience, right?
Yeah. Draw a lot, guys. Yeah. You can do it.
Also, your personal art is so pretty.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to share where can people see your
my
work?
art?
Yeah.
You can see my art on Twitter. My Twitter handle is lemon_cookie.
Anne-Marie has the nicest line work you ever see.
I love cleaning stuff up. I love cleaning stuff up, and I go to Klei and they're like, you have to be rougher, and I'm like, oh, oh my god. This is really tough.
Yeah, also a tough thing about working on in a studio is that you might have your own style of drawing, but then you have to adapt to the style of whatever project you're working on.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. Like, I've worked on a couple of different projects in the studio so far, and I've had to kind of adapt to, because every project has a different like line quality and like also style. Like that's kind of interesting though. That's kind of really fun. So like, I'll try to break it down so that I can get like. But I started with very basic shapes, and I found that's the best way because Don't Starve characters are really angular, so you can kind of figure out what the shape is. Sometimes you don't really, like, I don't feel like I've ever gotten the wormwood shape of the head, but it's close enough, so it's okay.
Oh, we got Bandegi. You wanna... Actually, we should shout out Bandegi for her birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, son!
Son, one of the other artists on the cinematics team. Yay! She probably hated that.
Yeah, she did.
Sun is a beast.
She is somebody I admire greatly. Yeah. Animation is amazing.
It's awesome working here because you look around and there's just so much talent and so much to learn from each other.
Yeah, that's very, very fun.
It's truly a collaborative
Everybody
effort.
has like their strong points. Everyone, like everybody.
What's your strong point?
I don't know if it's a strong point. There's things I enjoy more than others, though. Yeah. Like, I really like slow acting moments and cute stuff. But Stephanie is really good at cute stuff, so I let her have the cute stuff.
I think Stephanie's dominated the cute scenes.
She has, but it's okay because it's really pretty.
What other cute scenes?
She's done the baby buffalo.
She will always be known as the baby beefalo animator. And did you post stuff about you and the shadow beak, terror beak?
Yeah, terror beak is my baby. I'm sorry, guys.
Did you post that somewhere? The
little comic? I think I did.
Where did you post that?
I don't remember.
But did it gain some traction?
I don't know.
He protects or something?
I've so far, except for War Talks, I've managed to make a meme of every single cinematics I've worked on.
Yeah. You love terror beak and you love Wormwood.
I do.
Is Wormwood your baby now as well?
I think terror beak will probably always be my baby, but I love monster characters, so I really like Wormwood. And oh my god, I have a blank. There's a little character that has a spider. What's the spider character?
It is Weber.
Yeah. Weber is adorable. I hope we get to work on it
Weber's
someday.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
If
either,
you guys want to see a Weber trailer, let us know. And maybe.
But yeah.
Sure.
Someday maybe. So basically, let's go into this one. Willow was really fun because I got to work with Terrorbeak, and Terrorbeak is so fun to work with.
Your baby. What makes Terrorbeak fun to work with?
I will explain to you.
Okay.
He looks like an eel or a snake in this one. So he's kind of floating or swimming, if I see it. And what I love about it is that when you get something that's swimming or slithering, you can get a lot of contrast in your timing. So you can go fast, slow, fast, slow. And
I like that you use your hand to act it out, because as animators we do have to act out our scenes, and sometimes I'll be standing on my desk and trying to figure out like emotion of
100%. I've totally acted like Wormwood, just like the stretching and stuff like that, which I did later on.
Did you guys use mirrors in school?
In school we did not.
Okay.
I have gone to the bathrooms in my career to look.
Okay, not just to use, but
I have used the bathroom, guys. Yeah. No, I have gone and used the mirror in the bathroom to actually look at myself doing certain actions.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just get up and do it though. Yeah. And you can get a sense of it even if you can't see yourself.
And you were going like this, right? So you were like feeling out. I just want to read out this thing from Baliza Papa Pashi. You want to read that out?
Sure. Dear representative of the studio Klei, I am from Russia. We have a fairly large community and there are many channels representing it. Do you think to introduce a Russian character, maybe?
Maybe. I just
introduce Russian into your game.
Oh.
Do we have...
I don't know.
Is it in Russian? Do we have it in Russian?
I think they mean a Russian character.
That would be really cool. I love Russian mythology. It's really really cool.
Yeah. I just wanted to say hi to anyone from Russia.
Yeah,
That's cool.
hello.
Okay. So you were acting out?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So you liked it because you can get very tiny.
Yeah. Okay. So
this is the story.
This
Well,
is
this
the
is what you
story, but
get.
I had one drawing.
It's only one drawing. So how do you... I guess when you're watching an animatic, you kind of get a sense for what is actually happening in the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then for this one, I had the rough anim for Willow. And then didn't have a BG for that one when I started. So what I did is that I roughed... I don't know if I can see it. Okay, so when Terrorbeak... Where is Terrorbeak? Okay. So this is my Terrorbeak, as you can see, really rough. I kind of made a hole for him, and then I had like pieces flying off like that. And then because I still didn't have a background at that point, I just kind of made myself the hole I could work with. And to kind of see, there we go. So if I turn all that stuff.
Whoa. What is that red splotch?
So that's blood. No, it's not. It's a mask. So basically, if I make it into a mask.
So this is using animate features.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I do it into a mask here, it basically will take everything that's in the red blob and show what's inside the blob. So if I wanted Terrorbeak to go through the floor and disappear, then I just kind of like follow the outline of my hole, and then like when I lock it, it actually like doesn't go through, so I don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Once that
I guess another way it could be done instead of using a mask is there could be an overlay of the background.
Yeah, well, that's what ended up happening.
I see.
When I got my background from Elaine, after I got everything, there we go. I had an overlay, which I will show.
And we might use shortcut terms like OL or BG,
Yes.
which is background.
So
OL is an overlay.
I will actually hide the BG so you can hopefully see. Underlay. Okay, so the overlay. There it is. Okay, so the overlay was basically this piece of background that was made for me here, and then the underlay was everything else underneath. So if I hide the overlay, it just kind of like goes like this.
Yeah. And back in the day of traditional animation, they would actually have to like paint a scene, a cell, and place that above the animation. There'll be layers. It's like, yeah.
Layers are fun. And so I didn't have to actually, but I had to readjust some of my stuff when I actually cleaned up my animation because it didn't fit the new hole that was made. So I changed some stuff. And even then, I think, don't talk, but I think it's actually going through the floor where that's not supposed to go.
I think it looks fine though.
It looks fine. I mean, it does, like, it looks fine, so that's okay.
And the scene is happening so quick as well.
Yeah. And then I try to I picked from the background colors for the pieces that are flying off, basically. So I try to match it as well as I could, even if I didn't have the texture. And then for Willow...
she got so many
She has many arms. And that's... So...
And that's one of... I mean, that's a visual cheat. Like the many arms.
Yes.
It's like a smear frame. And
yes. So this is all in one, so this is all happening really, really fast, and your eye can't really read that many arms, it just feels it.
That's true. So you're drawing the feeling more so.
Yeah, exactly. And then I squashed her and was hurt a lot, and then she kind of skidded to a stop after that. And I think, if I'm not wrong, that last one is just a symbol that's not moving. Yeah. And then I just had the hair on different stuff, and I just moved them afterwards. Right. So
it's about saving time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about being efficient.
So this symbol is the same. This is just one drawing I'm sliding across. I don't have to redraw it because it doesn't need to be because it's really close.
Right.
And then to keep it alive, you can just move one piece of the drawing.
Yeah, I think that's very efficient. Just a question from Mimic forks. Are there varying degrees of roughness between characters? The Shadow Beast looks much smoother than Willow. I think that's just a stylistic decision.
Yeah. It's true. It's probably my fault because I'm too clean, but I think
all the Cherubic has this kind of smoothness to it.
Yeah. It depends from trailer to trailer too, as well. Like when we did the cinematics for the reveal trailer, Vortex was really, really, really rough.
Yeah, and that's a style decision made at the beginning.
Yes, we talked together as a team, and we were like, okay, what the style of this trailer cinematic character reveal short will be, and usually we'll talk about what the backgrounds are going to be and what would fit animation wise with the backgrounds, and then we'll decide if we want to do a shadow pass or if we don't want to, if what kind of color palette are we going with, what kind of treatment are we going with in comp. That's like After Effects and stuff like that.
There's a lot of I guess decision making, and it comes down to what kind of feeling we want to convey in this story. And the feeling of the short, like how does that represent the character as well, and then the music comes in, and then everything is just, it's so good.
Oh, I forgot, Margaret works on our shorts as well, and she's amazing.
Oh yeah, our sound designer.
She's
shout outs to Margaret. So we got sound, visuals, backgrounds, animation, and then the team that puts it out on
everybody, like it's a big team.
It's a small big team.
It's a small big team. Yay. So when I work on the cinematic, usually we work at 24 frames per second, which means every second 24 frames go through.
Every second, 24 frames, right? Correct.
You see that?
I'm getting it.
Yep.
I'm getting
In games, it's 30. When we do any kind of footage that needs to be shown with in-game trailer, it needs to be a 32.
Right.
And that's really hard because it's like I can't actually plan for it. I have to go by feel when I'm actually animating on 30 frames.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've worked on 24 frame in TV, it's usually that, so you kind of get a sense for, I will need like a frame on 2 here, I'll need 2, 3, I'll frame on 1, and I'll get the right feel for it. But if you work on animation for like something that needs to be shown with in-game trailer, usually it will be much more blind. I will get like, I'll watch it and be, something's not right. I'll move frames around and add frames and take them out and be like, it's still too fast.
So this scene is also just an example of rasterized and vector art.
Yeah, so the BG is rasterized, and then the art is not.
Yeah.
And then I did this.
Your baby.
My child. This one's really cool. I like slow moments, so I really liked working on it. It was a little bit of a hard scene because it was very slow. And Wormwood
show us the storyboard first.
Yes. Okay, so the animatic is in the corner here. This is what I had that was given to me by Elaine, which did the animatic. It's very blurry. So there, it's looping. And then...
So is there freedom to... You don't have to stick to that timing in the storyboard, right?
No, there's a beat I need to hit, but it doesn't need to be right where I need them. So I had like this reference that was given to me, and as you can see, Wormwood has a lot more lines than I ended up drawing in because it was a lot of work.
That's okay.
So I kind of like took some of the lines on the vines away. And then this was given to me by Elaine, which she kind of drew like the rough background, and then like gave me like the location of where the vines were gonna be, where the pool of lights were gonna be, and like where the size of what Wormwood would be basically. So that was really useful.
The style for this one is, for me, it looks like the most complex.
It was really cool, like the inspiration.
I know it's cool, but I say complex.
It is very well. It was hard. It was probably the hardest short
so far.
Yeah. For me, definitely.
What made this one hard for you?
A couple of things. Wormwood's design is a little bit detailed.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a shadow pass, which always adds a level of complexity, but it really pluses the animation a lot. It makes it look so much better.
Is the shadow pass something that I guess you're animating it after everything?
Yes, I animate my whole character. And sometimes I'll do it before color, but sometimes I'll do it after. And it's just kind of another pass of work that I need to do on top.
So it's kind of like animating again over what you've already animated.
So every time you add something, you have to go over it again.
Yeah. So you're coming up with the acting.
Yes.
Then you're like animating it, and then you're cleaning it.
Yes.
And then you're coloring it.
Yes.
And then you were adding shadow to it.
Yes.
That's a lot. Good job.
Yeah.
Yay, team.
His head shape is a little bit like a root, and it was a little bit hard to get to as well, but I kind of like it. So I had like, as you can see, I have so many layers for everything. So I have like his head is on one. That's the head leaf. This is the arms. I had the leaves, and it actually became very much more complex as I went because some of the stuff need to be layered on top, below, because there was a vine.
Yeah. Can you change to the? Is that how rough it is?
I don't know. Mode Am I going
to anti? Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry, it was rough because it's a heavy scene. So, so I had like he's tapping the leaves. That's just really cute. Tapping the leaves, and then the yawning, which I had one drawing for. I was like, I will take my time and figure it out. And then there was all like, I don't know if I have them. I don't have them. The leaves and the vines growing, which was really cool as well. I really like that. So that was my rough. And then there's so many layers. Okay, so. Yeah, okay. So this was, see, just the arm on that layer.
So this was hard because it was labor intensive?
Just
and also the way he's drawn, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and this scene that you also animated the vines as well.
Yeah, I had to animate all the vines. So some of the background elements I had to match Two Line's background, which was very graphic.
Right.
Which in a way helped because it was all flat colors. So I didn't have... It was easier to blend the animation that I did in Flash with a rasterized background from Photoshop. Yeah. But I had to like try to match the style, and like I tried to add as many lines as I could keep track on. The vine, so that it would look like the rest of the background without being impossible to animate.
Emery, maybe you can answer this question.
Yeah.
Vanta Rose wants to know: is his tongue a leaf?
It is. It is. Isn't it cute? I love it.
Yeah. This scene, because you animated the vines as well, I would count the vine as a character in itself.
Yeah, well, there was 5 vines total
in this scene, right?
Yeah,
and each one moves differently. I think you put a lot of personality in the way the vines move. Yeah,
it was interesting to see. It was kind of interesting because, well, I didn't have a lot of time. I couldn't like have the scene last forever. But so you watch those like fast forward videos of plants growing. It almost looks like they're alive, and it's just like, and I was like, oh, that's so good. Yeah. So I tried to have it do that. It's kind of like the way I did it is kind of like almost like a slow snake. I think my vines are all.
Oh, just play this one first.
Okay, sure. So.
And you had a little drag on the leaf as well as you pulls it up.
Drag makes.
So what is the drag?
The drag is for example, here. Where is it? Well, you mean when he pulls back? Here. So the drag on the top leaf right there. Is you keep track of where the last point is, and it just kind of drags behind. Like it's almost like the body is moving so fast that the leaf is just kind of following. Mm-hmm. And so I think it really adds a lot when you actually do it, and you can have it finished after, and it just keeps everything so alive. So I had like drag on the leaves on the vine, and I have some on his little kind of leaf collar, and I had some on his head leaf as well, and that's kind of what I kept track of. Mm-hmm. And then when he yawns, we can't see it in the actual animation, but I had his little toe shake. I had a little toe shake.
That's some raw inside scoop right there.
You can't even see it. It's just like.
Did you know that it would be cut off?
I realized it afterwards
Yeah.
because I am silly like that.
I think even
Sorry.
even though the character you might only see torso up, I feel like you still have to kind of indicate what's happening below as well.
Yeah.
Because it weights the character down, and then it makes them just feel like they're sitting in the environment properly.
Yeah, it's like if you have a character, sometime if you have the time or something, it's nice to like know how they're standing,
Yeah,
or like
that's true.
where the rest of their body is.
That's true, because what you see above the waist, like the way the hips weight is shifted or the way the legs bent, really affects the posture of the upper body as well. And even though you might not see the legs, you can kind of tell what the legs are doing just by knowing which way the shoulders are bent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Cool. You guys saw the little
stretch thing.
the little toe stretch.
And this little leaf tongue, which we had to figure out when we were doing that short, which was really cute.
And the sound effect that Margaret came up with for the yawn is spot on. Yeah, it's so good.
So I had like the vines growing, so I kind of kept like a path for it. But I wanted it to kind of grow thicker.
Did you straight ahead animate those, or did you?
I straight ahead blocked it on like 5s. So I did like one drawing for every 5-6 frames. So I had like tuck, 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 tuck. And then after that, I would kind of like move those frames around to see when I wanted it to start, when I wanted it to end,
Right.
and kind of the general feel for it.
Yeah.
And then I went back and I in between everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a mix of the two.
Would you, by any chance, be able to do a quick demo of doing something pose to pose and something straight ahead, like with a vine? Just
Do you want it in that scene or do you want it in?
just a new one, so it's not as chunky. So these are two approaches that you can take when animating something.
Sometimes
Just
one is better than the other depending on what you're doing.
So like we were mentioning, those vines were straight ahead blocked.
Yes.
Okay. Go
So for the vines, for example, I would kind of like draw one. And then I would go like a few frames later, add a new one, and then put... Which one was the onion skin? Was it this one? Okay. And then I would go like... like this.
So you're kind of just feeling it out, right?
Yes. I'm totally just feeling it out, so that when I look at it... Sorry, I'm gonna turn that off. It kind of goes
Nice.
like this.
Mhm.
If I add another one, I don't want to make a symbol. So that's kind of the way I did the vines on that one. And then afterwards, so that's like I didn't like plan for that too much. And then afterward, I would go and I would like, I'll do it I won't do the whole thing, but I'll just do like, so I would go, okay, so I would go like this. And that's like in between stuff. So I would more really move this one here and then do this one here.
And that creates a ease something.
This one, I would probably add ease in right here. So for those two, I would probably have like it favoring this one.
You mean you had to draw those over and over again?
Yeah,
You crazy.
because I'm a crazy person.
And then if you were to do this pose to pose, what would that look like?
So for something like that, I would probably do it straight ahead, but I will do one example. Like, for example, can I? Yeah, okay. So let's say I have like an apple. And then I have like... Actually.
Cutie.
Okay.
Cutie.
I'm an artist, guys. And then I would pose it like this. Actually, no. So for this one, I wouldn't do it straight ahead.
Okay.
Because that's too hard.
And then you would just in between
So yeah, I would just in between it. So basically, for this one, what I would do is, because he's jumping, I would probably take the character, lower it into an antic. Like this. Like that, and then I would like try to favorite. So I would take this one. Actually, yeah. Take this one. Like that.
Is this an original character?
Yes.
Wow.
It's my OC. Everybody. You had your carrot, I have my apple,
Oh, true.
we're fine.
True. It's a fruity kind of.
It's a fruity.
stream. Is a carrot a fruit? No. It's a.
It's a
fruit.
vegetable. It's a vegetable. It's
yeah.
not a fruit.
Yeah. Just testing.
Yeah,
you guys.
exactly. And then I'd in between it, so I know where everything is.
You're so professional.
Oh my
Look
god!
at you.
And then I would take this one, and I would like lower it a bit.
Whoa. Real art happening right here, guys.
And then I would like add some drag on the arm to make it
Sure.
really good. Add some drag on the legs.
Can this apple be called Apple Marie?
Apple Marie.
Hey!
There
You animated. Oh, they've named your OC Josh.
It's Josh the apple.
Cute.
And the carrot. The apple and the carrot show. That's our show.
Should we do a quick doodle jam together?
Yeah, let's do doodles. You start.
All right.
Excellent.
Cool. Or should we polish this? Should we add color and shadows,
Josh.
and we'll get some After Effects happening and some sound?
We'll ask Margaret to do some sound effects. Maybe she can like
Is that the last
throw
one?
some apples.
Is it?
You can close everything. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I actually just want to zoom in on the feet right now, because no one. I want your feet to get the time it deserves. Where is it?
It's a long scene.
All right.
Explosion
There you go.
always makes things better.
Here we go. Now's your time, toes. Now's your time. Hey, there you go.
Everybody does some toe wiggles when they're stretching.
Yeah. All right.
You've
Shall we
probably
close
done.
it?
Yeah, you can close that. It's fine.
Close. Nope. Goodbye, toes. Nope. Apple. I gotta keep Apple. Josh will stay.
Josh is important.
All right. Yo, we kind of discussed earlier on that we wanted to do a doodle jam.
Yeah,
Wormwood style.
it's true.
Let's just do this. 3, 8. So here we go. I usually start with a thumbnail, like a little really loose sketch.
Do you want some references?
Maybe we'll get the posing first. So we got big wormwood. I'm just blocking out, and we got 3 baby wormwoods there. So I'm just setting the scene. And we'll have maybe some mushroom stuff here, like that. And this is kind of rough.
It's perfect.
We're done here, guys.
It's
There
like
we go.
it's like a cult meeting.
Let's go this one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just.
So I had to do the last scene on the Wormwood trailer, and
Oh,
Wormwood
the
is
breathing.
the breeding one,
That's
and
beautiful.
he's completely evolved at that point, and I was like, oh my god, he has so many details.
Right.
He has leaves that sprout up everywhere, and I was like, and the chest on that scene is all animated traditionally.
Oh,
The breeding, yeah.
wow.
The head is a symbol.
Style.
Oh, that's perfect.
There you go. Does that look for you? Can you interpret my scribbles? You
Yeah,
got it?
I totally can.
Okay, let's get in here.
If you want closer one, I can like.
That's fine. Let's see.
So Lara did the wormwood skins,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
they're
really
so pretty.
like the mushroom one.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's so pretty. So good job, Lara.
Good
You're
job,
amazing.
Lara. There is so many details on this.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of cute though. He has like this
so
tiny little body and this gigantic head, like a baby. I have not seen the idle animation for the mushrooms, so I cannot say it's creepy, but I'm sure it's adorable in a creepy way. Creepy can be really cute sometimes.
Yeah. Grace is creepy cute.
Yeah, Grace is creepy cute.
Shout out to Grace.
Shout out to Grace, who's creepy cute. Who's done some stuff.
Yeah, she did the fruit dragon.
She did the fruit dragon, which is really cute.
Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? I feel like this wormwood here is excited that
Yeah,
he sprouted.
he's very proud of having found. Oh my god! See, wormwood kind of reminds me of a jack-o'-lantern.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he has that kind of the mouth, especially, and big eyes that are void. I kind of always saw him as like a little bit of a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, if we don't finish this, I doubt we'll finish this in the time allotted, but we'll post it up on the.
Yeah, I'll
on the
finish it
forums
at
later.
some point. I'll finish it this week.
Also, we do love seeing your fan art that you guys submit to us.
It's amazing.
And it actually inspires me to be a better artist from seeing all you guys' stuff. So if you have not done yet, you can check out everyone else's submissions on the forums as well. Jan will probably direct you, and if you feel like drawing something and sending it our way, we love seeing it, so please do that.
Please do. I really enjoy it too. He has like layers and layers of little leaves. Oh, we'll be hosting Grammar right after the stream.
Cool.
They're playing Don't Start Together.
Yay.
So stay with us.
Wow.
Sorry we didn't get to draw too much, but we'll finish it.
Yeah.
Off screen.
And if you've enjoyed seeing Anne-Marie on stream and you want to see more of her, let us know, and then she'll be back again for more. You do another one, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
I feel a bit less nervous now. That's good. It's okay, but you're really good at this, May.
Well, I love talking with the peeps. What's that? That's all right.
Oh, it's cute.
I'm gonna group it, and then you can. Add.
Which one is where?
And it's up to you.
Oh my god.
And let me just create a new layer for you.
Thanks.
Is that with this one? Okay, I'll lock that. Tag.
Tag. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna draw some baby wormwoods.
I want to draw some baby wormwoods. And, ooh, I'm getting some...
Sup, Ragnar? Thanks for all the work you do on Oni. You and your team
thank
rock.
you so much.
Shout out to the Oni team. We are one big happy family here.
It's true, everybody's so nice.
Everyone. Yeah. Questlot, thanks for watching us from Sweden.
What?
We appreciate
Sweden?
it.
Yay!
You should be sleeping, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
just staying up.
It's really late. I really wanted to draw the mushroom one, so I'm gonna try to do it. Oops, I have the wrong tool.
Yeah, we'll probably be wrapping up in 10 minutes, so if you have any final remarks or questions, let us know, and we'll get to them if we can.
Yeah.
More Anne-Marie. More Anne-Marie. Who else needs to stream? Sun needs to stream.
Good luck with that.
She might. Sun, you'd stream, right? One for Sun on stream. One for Sun. One for Sun.
So there's like an under.
And Andrea needs to stream. I'd love to see a background stream with Andrea.
Andrea did such a good job on the backgrounds for Willow.
Yeah.
And she had just started. It was like amazing.
She's like, I'm gonna
blow them out of the water. It will be amazing.
The Kita currently has no batteries, so there will be no Josh song, unfortunately. We're out of bats. Isn't that weird? When I'm about to stream, someone takes the battery out of my Kita? How suspicious.
Are they sending you a message?
I think they're sending a message to me. I woke up and then there was like a broken Kita next to me in bed. It's a Godfather reference.
And it said like soon.
Soon.
Oh no, I made him fat.
You mean cute?
Cute! And he has like little swirls at it. I love it. Oh, it's mushrooms. Aww.
Mushrooms everywhere.
Mushrooms everywhere. Sorry, we have reference right next to on that side, so I'm trying to figure out because I've never drawn him before.
Sun on stream. Sun on stream. It'd be cool to have Margaret stream and talk about some of the music stuff.
Oh my god, I would love that. Like if she wants to. I love her work so much. It's super fascinating. I love Foley.
It adds a layer of depth to...
It makes everything come alive, and it's something that I don't know a lot about, so it would be really fun if she...
Yeah, I'd be interested to learn a lot from her too.
So, does he have... Oh, his gem is like silver. Pretty.
Our Lated wants to know if Wormwood has a character reference sheet like Warthog's. Did he?
He did not. We had only the one image that I showed, and then I actually got Lara to send me a rotation of in-game sprites, and at the time she was working on all of them, but I think I started working on the completely opened one, if you want to.
Sure. Yeah.
And she actually was changing it at the time, so I had to change my design once I had started working on it. But there was no actual sheet design. It was just, we were going with the in-game stuff. And that one picture, that promotional stuff that I...
What's going on here?
Why did he move?
I don't know. I was giving myself more breathing space. What do we got going on here?
What do you
I did
want?
cactus
A
one.
cactus
I like the
one?
cactus one.
It's very pretty.
You call it a watermelon.
I did not call it a watermelon.
Didn't you?
It is a cactus, but I love that it looks like a fruit. I mean, cactus are fruits, right? You can
Cactus?
It's a plant. It's like aloe vera. You kind of can drink cactus water, I think.
You can grow cactus. I know it's good in tacos.
Yum. Actually, yeah, I've had it in tacos. It's eatable, which is what I meant.
What pose? What pose? What pose? Sleeping.
Oh.
Reclining. Okay, I got it. Okay.
He's super chill. Oh
Way
no,
chill.
it's cute. He has that pose that oh my god, why do I blank on names so much? I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. You know in Jurassic Park?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. The cactus is Jeff Goldblum. I love it. It has so much personality.
It's chilling.
It's chilling. Is Joe look like a pearl? It's really pretty.
Okay, just do that there. Cactus.
It's very pretty.
Sleeping.
Cactus is like very tasty. It's like a delicate flavor. It's very nice actually.
Would you recommend it?
I would in Mexican food. I've never had it in something else, but in Mexican food it was really good.
Cheating.
You're not cheating. Oh, it's
I
cute.
think the head needs to be
Bigger? Yeah, he has a fairly large head.
Big is cute.
Big is cute. If you want to make anything cute, you make a small body, a big head, and big eyes, and it just makes it cute instantly.
I think that's a good foundation.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Group that and move it. Let's compare the size. Oh, maybe my head's too big.
Well, I think it works.
I think that works.
Just put him a little bit at the back. I think it will work.
If he was
Yeah.
really close up front, he'd be like, oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make this dynamic.
All right, there you go. And one more.
So we're doing the fancy one, right? The little rose one?
Rose baby.
Rose baby. One who has quite the pompadour.
Are we wrapping up? Maybe we'll leave the last one for a surprise on the front.
Oh,
so
sure.
we'll finish
We
it
can
up.
do that.
Okay, guys, I think that's been us for today. Thank you so much. Let's go full screen.
Yeah, let's go full screen.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't forget, we stick around because we are hosting Grammar right after this. So watch them play Don't Stop Together.
Please.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
I've
you
been
for
May.
inviting us. Yeah, I'm Anne-Marie. Thank you for coming to my first stream.
Yay! All right, see you guys. Thanks so much.
Yay! Do I have to do anything?
Let's trailer out.
Outro!
Yeah, sure.